serving the country, nation.
Oh, okay.
So that's another reason they don't have competition.
Okay.
So things got rotten if you don't got competitions,
True.
right?
Sure.
And that's another reason I want to translate. I know, like, what I learned, because I come out too early, too young, still in my teenage, and come back and forth before, I cannot get in there anymore.
Right.
And that's why I want to import it here, because the technique they have, there's another bunch of people who flee to Hong Kong and to Taiwan.
Okay.
The technique they import there, even though it's not that much, but it's still a lot without government's control.
Okay.
And they're doing really good right now. Really, really good right now. And even internationalized. I got so many common sense with them. But one of the most common sense I got is like, wow, you don't want to collaborate with the comps.
Collaborate.
You don't want to collaborate with communists.
You don't.
You just want to take me over it.
Okay.
You don't want to take me over it.
The childhood growing up in this kind of environment, did it feel better at times than other times, or did it feel like a natural kind of progressive development?
You got used to it. You got used to it. Even by the way I parenting.
Right.
Right now, I always want to tell her, like, well, we have improved a lot. We haven't got any of that kind of resource when we were young.
Right.
And we don't talk to like you and me. And you don't got to argue. Right?
Why is that?
Well, Chinese way of parenting, or
Sure.
I think people from Italy or French or Middle East have so many common sense with Asians.
Common
Sense of Asians.
Oh, they understand the Asian way of
Because
parenting.
from my perspective,
Okay.
we all rely on agriculture,
Okay.
economy,
Okay.
traditionally.
Right.
That's why you're gonna listen to a father. Nobody know how to write. You're gonna listen to a father how to plant, how to farm,
Okay.
when to seed and when to do that. If you don't listen to me, you're starving, right? So
you get punished.
yeah,
severely.
if you have any new sauce, come over here. Do your stuff. Yeah. That's why the agriculture and gather the manpower, and women have to do housework inside there because it requires this, right?
Right.
And after globalization, after factorization, what do you call that? And modernization.
Modernization,
After people
sure.
walk into the city, walk into the factory,
Sure.
that kind of thing doesn't work.
Goes away. Changes.
But people don't want to give away their power and authority. So it's a good tradition they got. They're still there. And that's like people who have so many traditional techniques like me want to think about when I become a parent. Like,
Right.
what's that really for?
Right.
Like, what's the authority really for?
Right.
If it's not fitting the time, like, we don't need it. Right? As long as the techniques I got, like the crafts I got, if this really off
Right.
the time, you don't need to keep it anymore.
Right.
You can use that in the historical TV or shows or dramas if
Right.
you want it, but sometimes, if they have to die, it have to die.
Right.
Right?
I'm thinking as I'm listening to you, Jay, talking about my own experience and my own impression about globalization. You can't fight it. It is happening, but I am more of a nationalist than a globalist. I'm old enough to have lived in Vienna, Austria in the early 80s. I've spent a lot of time over the years throughout Europe. Great friends in Anzio, 1 hour from Rome on the Mediterranean. fact, as close to the best possible friends as possible. Everywhere I've gone, I've seen both the hints of globalization and the productiveness of nationalism. I remember when the Italian currency was lira.
Oh wow!
Right? I know about what it's like to maintain identity. Hey, Jay.
Yeah. So sorry I'm late.
No problem. How's your wife?
Oh, she's fine. She's fine. Yeah.
Good to meet you in person.
Hey. Finally. Well, that's unexpected, I mean.
So the weather?
Well, yeah, it's Vancouver, all right. Feels like London. Smells like London as well.
China and the fact that it has many regions,
Yeah.
many types of food, and even types of thinking, and even as an outsider you can soon, if you have a bit of a critical mindset,
Yeah, I love
think about it. So
it just like they don't want to keep it.
Right.
They don't want to keep it. They're like, well, for the people who never come there, of course you did. Like like the youngster, like actors who the first time come there, like what do they look like? But like, well, without the communists, without the government, like unionization, just think of it like a smaller, slightly smaller Europe. Slightly smaller Europe. So many dialogues, so many cultures, so many kind of food, and so many binds between different provinces.
sure,
Nobody like each other.
I like the fact that we can go experience different cultures around the world. I've done that all my life, and I enjoy it. I don't want people so pressured into feeling they've got to become 100% homogenized, 100% same thinking, same everything as somebody like yourself who has an identity that in part comes
still
from
struggling.
comes from your home country,
Yeah, I'm
for
very-
better and worse.
Yeah, well, like there are few of us, like according to what I know, like in Vancouver, there are few of us actually cross that, like who speak Chinese as mother language,
Right.
and also I cannot say I am, but like pretty much adopt here, like, especially culturally, because what I do, I have to perform people from Asia. I cannot just perform like Indian or Irish or something. Like
Sure.
I learned the accent before, but you never get a chance to play on TV.
Sure.
I did it. Well, I can do whatever I want on theater, but it's a different story. So you get sort of like, you know, abused or biased, stereotyped at a very young age. And later on I will cross it. Now I'm teaching everyone I know Mandarin.
Ah, is that right?
Remember what I wrote yesterday about the fate year? Like you had to dress all in red.
Right.
That was so freaking embarrassing when I was 24. You know, I was here already.
Okay.
Like red
The bright red.
underwear. And now it's like, okay, we gotta have to do it. Last 2 years was like hilarious. I have to change the fate. I have to use some protection. I was saying it, but I was really not ready for it. But like last night, 11 a.m., like 11 p.m., like I was already on bed. My wife visiting my mom. She come back like, you know, my mom actually granted you something.
What color? Only red?
It looks like exactly what they gave me when I was 12. A little tiny tiger on the right spot.
Because of the year of the tiger.
And it was so tiny, it barely covered anything. And give me the socks. And the socks, like bread red,
Right.
and using bread yellow writing
I know all of them.
才小人, which means like stabbed the fuse. Two little tiger over here, like wishing you good luck. Like Do I have to? Really? Okay. Mom's waiting for the picture. Okay. Oh my gosh. We should went to the washroom. Like,
Change. Put away.
what, did you see it? No. Every 12 years.
Every 12 years.
Every 12
Same
years.
festival.
And my dad is like so superstitious. He wear everything like that when he was 48
Right.
until he was 16. He was like, he wearing that every day. For 12 years, every day. We're like, take it off. Wait until you got 16. No, I got used to it. It's so comfy.
I'm
He
staying
was
with
like,
the tradition.
the air is burning. Okay. So as my eyes are burning when watching you hang around with the red jumpsuit. And he's so fat.
Big guy.
Yeah, it's like beardless Asian Santa.
Is he living here? No, back in China.
Yeah, he cannot come there. I cannot come there.
You're both
Yeah.
restricted.
No, he got something on his.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody's on his tail for years.
Okay.
There's something horrible, but I love to still making fun of him.
Will he be able to watch this on YouTube?
No YouTube.
No possibility. A VPN
Well,
maybe?
people.
Hey, Jay.
He's a. So sorry I'm late.
No problem. How's your wife?
No, she's fine. She's fine.
Good to meet you in person.
Finally. Well, that's unexpected, I mean.
So the weather?
Well, yeah, it's Vancouver, all right. Feels like London. Smells like London as well.